like Christianity and Islam, we also have God is one. But, we said Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then four tattvas, and Devi Devata is different from absolute truth, I said, right? Who are the four tattvas? Anyone can remember? One is Vishnu Tattva. Vishnu Tattva, the super soul in your heart. Second is Shakti Tattva, energetic, has energy. Third one is Shambhu Tattva, Lord Shiva. The fourth one is Jiva Tattva, us, Devatas, humans, animals, Brahma, we all belong to Jiva Tattva. So what are the four tattvas? Anyone?
Vishnu Tattva, Prabhu, Shakti Tattva, Shambhu Tattva, and Jiva Tattva.
Very nice. I have a question for all of you. Let us be honest. How many of you know these four tattvas before coming to this class? Let us be honest.
Oh, didn't know, Prabhu.
Okay, let us see.
I didn't know.
Did not know, Prabhu.
So, very important thing is we are studying, we are all the students of the, we can say quote unquote, Bhakti yoga process, philosophy, So, certain times, maybe whatever you know a little bit here and there, your, what do you call, your faith and conviction may be challenged sometimes. But honestly speaking, in India, we have not read the books. We know by seeing Mahabharata here and there, by watching movies, we conclude, or whatever our parents told us, we know, or whatever is the common, how can you mute? Whatever is the so-called belief in the families, that's what we know, or whatever they show in the movies. But quote unquote, if you want to become a doctor from age 5 to 30, 32 years, you have to keep on studying only. Then only you'll become a doctor. Like computer science, spiritual sciences is very important. So we are talking, Devi Devata is different from absolute truth. So and the second thing is, I was explaining the correlation between Krishna and Vishnu. In every universe, I said there is one Brahma, one Lord Shiva, and one Kshirodaksa Vishnu. Brahma creates, secondary creator, and Lord Shiva destroys, and the Vishnu, the Kshirodaksa Vishnu maintains. But see, can you see the hierarchy? From Krishna comes Balram, from that first Chaturvyuha, then Narayan comes, then second Chaturvyuha, then Mahavishnu comes. Then from Garbhodaksa Vishnu, Kshirodaksa Vishnu, then Devatas. This much. So we saw that, actually, but this is all given in Bhagavatam, not that, so this is all based on Bhagavatam and Brahma Samhita and the Upanishads. So Madhvacharya, he has established a school, 13th century. Madhvacharya establishes this. And so Krishna, I also told why Krishna is conceived, why Krishna is perceived as an incarnation of Vishnu. I told you last week. Amna, if you remember that example, Citibank CEO going to China and opening a branch, coming to India and opening a branch in Pune. You remember that example? Amna, if you remember. Does anyone remember the example? Can everyone hear what I'm speaking?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So externally it appears like that. But whichever universe Krishna goes, people perceive him that as a expansion of incarnation of Vishnu of that universe. But no, Krishna is a one. Vishnus are many. I told him in one story. So then who are the devatas? Last week I said, they are the, like, in, for example, Prime Minister is the Modi. Under him, the subordinate ministers, cabinet ministers. So like devatas are the empowered representatives. Devatas die actually. So Indra is the water minister, Surya is the electricity minister, Agni is the power minister, Varuna is the water minister, Vayu is the wind minister, Lakshmi is finance minister, Durga Devi is the home minister. Likewise, they have different portfolios, And we saw Devat Krishna is one, but Devatas are 33 crore. We saw this last week. Devatas all die actually. But Krishna is eternal, spiritual body. And we saw this last week, right? Remember? Devatas change. Who is the today's, what is the name of sun god? Sun god is a position, it's not a name. Surya. What is the name of Surya today? Vivaswan. What is the name of Chandra today? Sorry, what is the name of Chandra today?
Soma.
Soma. What is the name of Indra today? Indra is a position. So today's Indra's name is Purandhara. Next Indra will be Bali Maharaj. So like they are temporary positions. And people who have material desires, they worship devatas. You want education, you worship Saraswati. You want a good wife, you worship Lord Shiva or Parvati. You want to clear obstacles, worship Ganesha. So likewise, demigod positions are very temporary. Krishna gives you what you need. He doesn't give you what you want because he's your father. Which you after Bhagavad Gita, 15 chapter Bhagavad Gita. Sarvayoni Shikavante Amurtaya Sambhavante Tashat Brahma Madhyana Raham Bija Pradapita. Arjuna, I am seed-giving father of every living entity. The soul, Krishna says, I am the father. The body is given by parents. From the dust it will come, unto dust it will return. So we have seen this last week. So how do devotees of Krishna deal with devatas? Whatever respect a constable deserves, you should give that respect. Why not? But you cannot equate a constable with a police commissioner. So you call constable and respect them. In fact, you worship them as empowered representatives of Krishna. But you cannot call constable a police commissioner. That is offense actually. Then let us see about us. India, this is the biggest misconfusion. Biggest confusion. Not misconfusion, I'm sorry. Biggest miscommunication, biggest confusion. What is that? You do sadhana to become God. Krishna. Can we become God? First of all, God is not just light. God is a person. God is not just Brahman. God is not just light. God is a person. So this one screen, if you accept and apply in your life, it will change your life. We are one in quality with God, but different in quantity. We are one in quality. Drop is H2O, ocean is H2O. But ocean, in ocean, there will be so many sharks, there will be so many ships, there will be so many, aquatics. But water drop will dry up because of the heat. Ocean will never dry up. So that way, Krishna is infinite. We are infinitesimal. I have a question for everyone. What is the size of the jiva?
1 by 10,000.
1 by
Tip of the
10,000 part of the tip of the hair. Very nice.
hair.
Amazing, amazing. Keshagrasatamangasya Siddhakalpidasya cha Bhagavad Jivasya Vijnaya Sachanantaya Kalpate. So this is given in two Upanishads, same verse with small differences. Svetasrata Upanishad, Katha Upanishad. Two Upanishads speak about the size of the soul. Where is soul present?
It is in the center of the chest.
In the region of the heart. You know?
Heart.
It's in the region of the heart. You know? And then I have a question. When somebody performs open heart surgery, what will happen to the soul?
Soul is a consciousness. It is not an external phenomenon.
Okay. So, but you have performed, what is that? Yes. Soul is in the region of the heart, right? So, when there is a surgery, what happens? What happens? You're right. Soul is not gross point, gross entity. Soul is subtle. For example, there is a problem to the car. What you will do? You'll get down, and they'll change the tires. Then after that, you'll get inside like that. So we can create what is that, a satellite, but God creates Krishna creates so many planets. We are finite. God is infinite. We are Jivatma, God is Paramatma. We are not creators, not enjoyers. We are cooperators. So this is about Tattva. Are you clear on this? This is very important. So when we are liberated, when we become purified, we will go back to God. Either you'll go back to Vaikuntha or Krishna Loka based on your Swarupa, and you'll stay there. We all have a Swarupa. What is a Swarupa? We have a spiritual form, but it is not what it is today. One lifetime we are man, another lifetime we are woman. But soul has a spiritual form. Muktir hitva anyata rupam swarupena vyavastiti. Bhagavatam says this. What is a mukti? What is liberation? Being situated in our original constitutional position is called a mukti. What is mukti? Being situated in our original constitutional position. Everybody, what is mukti? Being situated in the
Original constitutional mukti.
Position.
Swasthana.
So this is I spoke only one verse past 2 weeks. What is that one verse? Krishna, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. That one line I spoke on the Tattva, Paratattva, Advaya Jnana Paratattva. I spoke on that. Anyone has any questions? Because we are going forward.
I have a question, Prabhuji.
Please.
Prabhuji, what about the human beings of other religion? Do they have the same rules, like going to heaven, karma, past karma, and all these things?
Nice question. Thank you very much, Roji. Actually, nature's laws work equally. I don't know whether you're present in that session or not.
I'm not missing anything, Guruji.
What is that?
I've not missed any class.
Oh, you have not missed any class. Great,
Yes,
fantastic.
I'm
Very
regular.
nice. Very nice, very nice. So, Prabhuji, actually, thank you. But at least your question, even if I forgot adding certain things, it'll help me add. Prabhuji, actually, what is that? There may be little differences. The essence in every religion is same. But yes, for example, if you are a 10th grade student or a 5th grade student, you will go, it's a little big answer, but I want everyone to please hear. So, because based on Prabhuji's question, I'll give a little comparative analysis. You know, when your son is the 5th grade, you'll buy him a pocket dictionary. When your son is a 10th grade, you'll buy him a little bigger dictionary. When he comes to college, you'll buy him 20th century Chambers dictionary. If you take the word beauty, the meaning in all the dictionaries, same meaning is there. But this big dictionary, Chambers dictionary, has more words, more meanings, more synonyms. So likewise, there are small, for example, in Christianity, let there be creation. Only one line. But if you come to Sanatana Dharma, Hinduism, probably second canto, third canto, there is not just one line that let there be creation. How the entire creation took place. Wow. How Pradhan, the elements are there. Then Mahavishnu glances, and how the Pradhan is agitated to become Mahatattva. Time element is added. How the subtle elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, are created in their succession. You know? Wow, it's a brain teaser project. Then then how the first living entity Brahma is created. Then Atra Sargo Visargascha. So primary creation is done by Krishna's expansion, Mahavishnu and Vishnu, and secondary creation is done by Brahma. Brahma created Manu. Man came from Manu, and Brahma created all the living entities. So just one line in Bible, let there be creation. We have at least 2 volumes of 1,000 pages, second canto, third canto. At least 600, 700 pages of creation only. You're listening?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Christianity came into existence to stop incest. Incest means having illicit relationship with family members. So when people are so degraded, what can Jesus Christ tell them? Christianity stands on 10 commandments. You should not kill. Thou shalt not steal. You should not steal, you should not kill, you love the neighbor. Means they were not loving the neighbors. And Islam is an offshoot of Christianity. In one surah of Iran is called, one verse of Quran says, you can have as many wives as you can, but don't have illicit relationship with family members, mother and sister. But when it comes to Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, actually ours is Sanatana Dharma. Today, because Muslims, Mughals came into our lives, this Hinduism word was coined by Muslims actually. So, all the people who came from Afghanistan, Turkey, and invaded. But ours is Sanatana Dharma. Anyway, what is written in our scriptures? Human life is meant for self-realization. Join full time, become a brahmachari, become a monk, and pursue life of knowledge and sadhana and go back to Godhead. I cannot do that. Then get married, but pursue spiritual life. But there they are telling, you can have as many wives as possible, but here they are telling, why? Because it's very advanced. 108 Upanishads, 118 Puranas, 4 Vedas, Mahabharata, more than 90,000 verses, Ramayana, 24,000 verses, Srimad Bhagavatam, 18,000 verses. 2 plus 2 is mathematics, engineering calculus is also mathematics. But that's why Jesus Christ says in one book, I said the book of John, I know so many things, but you are not ready. You people are not ready. You are all tribals. So that's why he's telling them, don't steal, don't. But for the small things he said, they're telling he's creating a revolution and they killed him in 3 years. What if he had told? He was on the crucifix, he said, Father, Father. Who is the Father? Christianity doesn't speak about Father. Eli, Eli, la sabachthani. So he said, don't steal, don't kill the neighbor. So don't kill, steal, don't kill, love your neighbor. For that, he is creating revolution when they killed him. Because they were tribals. But Krishna says in Gita, I am giving you the knowledge, 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter Bhagavad Gita also. Once you know this, Arjuna, you don't need to know anything. But first commandment of Christianity, is what? Love God with all your might. So, essence of Christianity is also love God. Islam means surrender. La ilaha illallah. God is a supreme controller. Allah means supreme controller. If you don't follow regulatory principles, you'll go. If you don't follow the life of regulation, you will go to. If you follow strictly spiritual life, you'll go to heaven, or you'll go to hell, Jannah or Jannat. That is Islam. The word Islam means surrender. What is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? Krishna says, surrender unto me. So, though there is a difference, the essence is same. In Islam, they have 99 names for God. And they do Nama 6 times. So we also have what? Thousands of names. But at least, Krishna says, my devotees chant my name. Satatam kirtiyantamam yadnasya vrata. My devotees always chant my name. Christianity, they have rosary. They also chant the name of God. The essence is same. So when the essence is same, the principles apply to everyone equally. Not because the rubber stamp religion is created, the rules and regulations will change. No, rules and regulations won't change. All the rules and regulations are equal to everyone. Maya is equal to everyone. You're listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You cannot say gold is American gold or Indian gold, or you can say Christian gold or Jewish gold or Hindu gold. Gold is gold. God is God. People may call so many names. But God is God. Some people call him Jehovah, means God is merciful. Some people call him God, Allah, is supreme controller. But some people call God Rama, means supreme enjoyer. Some people call him Krishna, he's all attractive. I give the definition of God. What is the definition of God? Anyone remembers? Bhagavan definition? Dhanavan means what? He has money. Gunavan means what? He has character. What is Bhagavan? What are the 6 qualities? You said Aishwarya. Amazing. 3 times are able to Sagar. He said Bhagavan means 6 qualities in full, in infinite level. Aishwarya, rich, is the richest. Virya, strength, is the strongest. Yasas is the most famous. Sriya is most beautiful. Jnana is fully knowledgeable. And he is fully renounced. Who gave this definition of God? No. Vyasadeva didn't give that. Vyasadeva quotes it, but first time who gave the definition of Bhagavan? Vyasadeva, father name is Parasara Muni. He gave the definition of Bhagavan. Parasara, in the book called Parasara Smriti. Everyone is listening, everyone is understanding.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Fantastic. So, nature's laws work equally for everyone. So, for example, not that gravitational pull works for only Indians, Hindus. Anybody who jumps from the mountain, everyone has to fall down. Apple has to come down only. Nature's laws are strict. We have a hospital in New York City, Beth Israel. One lady, my friend who works there, he told me this. Weekdays before she left the world, Yamadutas came to take her, and she started crying. I'm a very devout person of Jesus Christ. Throughout my life, I'm very religious. Why this? Because in Christianity, you say, if you accept Jesus, you'll go to heaven eternally. If not, you'll go to hell eternally. Then why it's happening to me? She said this. So not like, you have taken insurance and you can do whatever you want to do because you have taken shelter of Jesus Christ. He died for your sins. So you can do whatever you want to do. Sunday, you could go and ask for forgiveness. You're forgiven. It doesn't work like that. Why Jesus Christ has preached then? He's not offering any insurance, spiritual insurance. One has to lead the life of responsibility. And my friend is actually Christian. And of course, he's a Hare Krishna monk. He said this to her. One has to lead the life of responsibility. Any question or comment? Kalyanji, whoever asked question, does it answer your question?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Thank you. Any other question or comment?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I have a question.
Who is this?
My name is Sujata, Prabhuji.
Amma.
We are not creators, that is true. We are not enjoyers. We are cooperators. How can we are cooperators, Prabhuji? We are sufferers, I think, in this material world.
Cooperators in the sense, Amma, actually what it means is, you're right, we are not creators. Actually, I'm very glad that you accepted we are not enjoyers, because everyone thinks we are enjoyers actually. Why we studied, everyone studied. Why everyone wants to get a good job? Because we can enjoy. In the childhood, your parents, these 2 years, study very well. 10th grade and 12th grade, and somehow get into medical or engineering. Then rest of the life you can enjoy. How many of you agree our parents said this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, but the problem with us is, we have come to this world to enjoy the resources of the nature and earth, independent of Krishna. When Krishna, that's why, as long as we have that propensity to enjoy, independent of Krishna, we have to continue in the cycle of birth and death. But when we realize our happiness is in service, for example, you offer gulab jamun, you want to eat gulab jamun, offer gulab jamun and eat it as a prasad, perfectly all right. When you accept a God, for example, a king enjoys, a king's servant also enjoys. So that way, you accept Krishna, you accept God as a reality, and you become part and parcel of God, you become servant of God. Then whatever God enjoys, you will also enjoy. But our happiness is in service. Cooperators means when you understand this principle, rather than enjoying this world. I have a question for you. In India, people go to bathrooms, toilets. Does anyone go to bathroom and enjoy there? Acha lag raha hai there. We go to bathroom to clean and come out. People go to train tracks to evacuate. So once you pass the toilet, you come out, come back. Nobody stays there. So likewise, material world is a facility where you can purify yourself. So why do we go to bathroom? You brush your teeth, you take bath, and you come out. You don't stay there. So likewise, material world is a place where we can get rid of our envy, anger, pride, greed, illusion, all these bad qualities, you get rid of them. So then we realize, so why the word cooperator is used, you said sufferer, I fully agree with you. But when you understand Krishna is giving you a plan to come out of this world, so you cooperate with Krishna's plan. Arjuna, now why are we reading Gita? We have best example. Arjuna is telling, I don't want to fight. Krishna is telling, I have given you this body so that you can work for myself, but you are doing whatever you want to do. Do whatever I want you to do. So Krishna, when Arjuna is telling he will not fight, Krishna is not using his position as Supreme Lord, but he is using his position as a friend and trying to convince Arjuna to take part in the battlefield so that Krishna can establish Dharma. Why Krishna comes to this world? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Right? So Krishna comes to this world to establish Dharma, and he utilizes his devotees to establish Dharma. But unfortunately, we have ego, we have impurities. Sometimes we say no. So, like for example, parents and children. You tell your children what to do. When they're 5-year-old, they listen. But suddenly they will become 25-year-old. You ask your children, can you do it? As a dad, no, sorry, thank you. Because he's 25-year-old. They're on their own. Dad, I want to go to this movie. Can you give money? When they're 5-year-old, you say that movie is not good, don't go. They listen. But when they're 25, you say, don't go to that movie. What they say? Dad, generation change. Give the money. Whether you like it or not, you'll give. So likewise, Krishna sent us to this world to get purified. So if we cooperate with Krishna's plan, we'll get purified and go back to Godhead. If we don't cooperate with plan, we keep on suffering in the cycle of birth and death. Does it answer your question?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you. Very clear.
Any other question? So I think, if no one has any question, we'll continue, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So what we will do is, I want you to, so we understood the tattva. Krishna said, hey, Kutastu Kashmalamidam, Vishame Samvastitam, Anarya Jushtama Swargyam, Kirtikaram Arjuna. Give me 1 minute. So what is Krishna telling? Arjuna, can everyone please repeat? Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Kutastva Kashmalamidam.
Kutastva Kashmalamidam.
Vishame Samupastitam.
Vishame Samupastitam.
Anarya Jushtam Aswargyam.
Anarya Justam
Akirtikaram Arjuna.
Akirtikaram Arjuna.
One person read the translation. We are continuing with Bhagavad Gita now.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, how have these impurities come upon you? They are not at all befitting a man who knows the value of life. They lead not to higher planets but to infamy."
So Arjuna was upset. Krishna was upset with Arjuna. You're an Aryan, Arjuna. Anarya. You're an Aryan, but you're behaving like an Anarya. Can you believe English and Sanskrit, how close they are? Able, unable, Arya, Anarya. So Indo-European language connection, Latin and Greek are derived from Sanskrit. Can you believe? Matara, mother. Bhratara, brother. Supa, soup. Supa means soup. Traya, three. So many words in English are connected. Man came from Manu. Swasara, sister. So, can you see the connection, correlation? So Arjuna, Krishna is telling, hey, you're wrong, acting wrongly, Arjuna. So we are all Aryans. We are what? We are all Aryans. Everyone is listening? So not that British, what is that? Britishers said Aryans came from Central Asia, and they drove away all the people from north to south. That's why they're called Dravidians, and Germans are real Aryans. No. Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years ago. There was no civilization anywhere. The most ancient civilization in the world is Harappa Mohenjo-daro civilization. And Ramayana, they found the bridge. American NASA, they found the bridge in Sri Lanka. That was a very old bridge. So Indians are the Aryans. These Britishers tried to prove Indians are useless. Anything we give to Indians that is our ability, but Indians are very primitive. They imposed this for 250 years on us, and they became successful. And we picked up many of us picked up their culture, unfortunately. But whatever Britishers could not remove from us, past 30 years, ZTV, the MTV came and ruined the whole India. So sad. Anyway, so Krishna, what is it? Krishna is telling Arjuna, what are you talking? You're not behaving like an Aryan. You're so depressed, frustrated. You don't know the value of life. What is the meaning of Aryan? One who knows the value of life. Then the question is, how do you value your life? Indians today, they're telling, after being suppressed under Mughal rule for 700 years, 250 years British rule, Indians are telling we can also enjoy now because we are making money because of the software and technology. But what is the real goal of human life? What is Aryan? Who knows the value of life? Means what? Human life is meant for self-realization. Aryan is the one who would utilize their life for self-realization. Again, I'm repeating this question. Who is an Aryan? Who will utilize the life for self-realization? Again, I'm repeating. Who is an Aryan?
Who will realize the life is for self-realization.
That's it. That is Aryan. Not for economic development. Chanakya, very intelligent. These Chinese travelers, they write, Chanakya intelligence. Today, in Delhi, Chanakyapuri, it's called, because he is super intelligent. But he would live in a hut. He established Chandragupta as the king, but he would live in a hut. But he has the ability to create revolution. Why? Human life is not meant to live in, royal richness and then ruin your life. Human life is meant for self-realization. He would live in the hut and give guidance to Chandragupta. Chandragupta was his puppet, literally. But Chanakya never wanted any name and fame and reputation because it's temporary. So what is the goal of life? Not looking for any name and fame and prestige, sense gratification, sense enjoyment. Utilize human life to purify yourself. And go for self-realization and go back to Godhead. Srila Prabhupada started a magazine called Back to Godhead. So Krishna, when he said, you behave like an Aryan, Arjuna, then Arjuna says the famous verse, what is that? Bhagavad Gita changes here. The what is that? I don't know what to do. Arjuna is confused now. Now Bhagavad Gita changes, where Arjuna is giving all the reasons for fighting. He is telling, I cannot. Now I'm confused, Krishna. I'll become not your friend, but I'll become your disciple. Everyone, please. Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava. Okay, everyone. Karpanya. Doshopahata. Svabhava. Prachamitvam. Dharma sammuda cheta. Yichreyasyan. Nischitam bruhi tanme. Sishyasteham. Adimam Tvam. Pannam. Can somebody read the translation?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Read the translation, please. Anybody?
Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and your soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. Hare Krishna.
So Bhagavad Gita has changed here. 2.7. Now I'm confused about my duty. Karpanya dosho pahatasvabhava prachami tvam dharma sammudachita vichayasya nishchitam bruhitan me sishyasteham sadivan tvam prapannam. If you recite Bhagavad Gita's everyday slokas, Sanskrit has the power, you will not have mental problems. The neurons in your brain, they function very properly. So he's telling, I'm confused. Arjuna is giving all the reasons that why he should not fight. But he doesn't know what to do. If he doesn't fight, a problem. If he fights, it's a problem. Finally, he's telling Krishna, my Lord, I'm not your friend. I am your disciple now. Because friends means they'll quarrel. Disciple will not quarrel. What is the moral of today's verse? You should have a guru. We should have a spiritual master from a bona fide succession. I came to America, I happened to see one Afro-American. He's initiated. Then I realized, I'm not initiated. Yeah, what is your name? I asked. He said, Surya Das. Oh, really? Amazing. So he asked me, are you chanting 16 rounds? Yes, I'm chanting 16. They said, you can also get initiated. Of course, I don't know that time I'll join full time. But eventually I joined full time, then I got initiated. We should have a guru. If you chant 16 rounds, you get qualification to get initiation. What is that? So, Adi Govinda Prabhu, has been joining the call. Adi Govinda Prabhu, you're there, right? So he was initiated, and Adi Govinda is his spiritual name. His karmi name may be something else. Prabhuji, you're there, right? He's there. He's muted. So the point is, what is that? We need a guru. One should utilize human life to overcome the 4 problems: birth, old age, disease, and death. We need a guru for that. We need a spiritual master. So other than we get guidance from the spiritual master, I want everyone, usually when problems come, what happens? When problem, there are people, I want everyone to please hear. When problem comes, what happens? Indecision. How many of you have seen, when problems come only to me, always crying. That is tamagun. When problem comes, people become depressed. They don't know what to do. They become indecisive. What is it called? What type of quality is it? Tamaguna. Means spiritually they are not strong. I'm asking again. When problems come, people, they become crumbled. They get depressed. They become indecisive because they don't have spiritual strength. What is this called? What is the quality? What mode is prominent? Tamaguna. Thank you. Then some people, indiscretion. Immediately they respond. Like, so daughter comes back home. What happened? I quarreled with my husband. So immediately parents say, divorce, no problem. Arey, you should not make immediately, you should use your discretion. Use your discrimination. What happened? Why it is, Sometimes somebody scolds, immediately they respond, you're rascal, you're also rascal. Not like that. Minus into minus is plus only in mathematics, not in the real life. Because somebody else started, your family member did something wrong and you do another wrong. These two wrongs will not make something right. So if you immediately respond without thinking about the future, the repercussions, that type of indiscretion is a quality of Rajaguna. What is the quality of indiscretion? Is a quality of
Rajaguna.
Rajagun. Rajagun is not good, Tamagun is not good. How many of you agree we respond like that? How can he say this to you? Come back home, we'll take care. Galat hai. That is wrong. Then what is the third one?
Sattva-guna.
Introspection. Problem is there. What should I do? If I do this way, what are the results? If I do this way, what are the results? If I do this way, what are the results? Introspect. Self-examination. क्या करूं मैं? ना ऐसा करूंगा तो ये प्रॉब्लम ऐसा हो जाएगा, ऐसा. So you analyze the problem in 10 different directions. You analyze the problem in 10 different directions. And finally, you will choose one. This is Sattvagun. This is good.
Indecision, indiscretion, introspection.
What is the last one? Inspiration.
Inspiration.
And the problem comes, you ask the Paramatma, the super soul in your heart, my Lord, what should I do? आप क्या inspiration देंगे मुझे? What inspiration you'll give me from the heart? Then, if you are spiritually very advanced, Paramatma in the heart, Krishna says in Gita, in Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, by my grace, you can come. This world is so difficult for anybody. Trust me, whether you're rich or poor, educated or illiterate, or whether you are powerful or weak, this world is difficult for everyone. How many of you agree? So my point to you,
Yes, Prabhuji.
you need Krishna's guidance as a super soul. Krishna is sitting in your heart as super soul. Ishvara sarvabhutanam, hridya sarjana tishtade brahmayan sarvabhutani yantrarudhana maya. But if you purify yourself, we have the easiest process to purify. What is that? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Narayana Upanishad says, Kalauta Dharikirtanat, chant the name of God. That is the fastest way to purify yourself and reach the Paramatma in your heart and ask him, can you please guide me? What inspiration you'll give me to act? When Paramatma gives you guidance, then you'll save yourself. The fourth one is a transcendental. It is not a material, it's spiritual. Inspiration is spiritual, means you are on that platform to access Paramatma, God in your heart, localized form. Then he'll tell you what to do. I have a question for all of you. Did Arjuna win or not? No, Arjuna definitely won. Why? Because Krishna is directing him as Paramatma. Though they had only 7 Akshauhini, Kauravas had 11 Akshauhini, Arjuna won because Krishna was with him. So likewise, if you get the direction from Super Soul, Paramatma within your heart, Krishna, then you'll become successful in your life. Right? So, actually what is that? Today we have a local Rath Yatra and I have to go. We have only 1 minute to 11:30. I mean, in your case, 9 o'clock. So I'll end it here and we'll continue with the 2nd chapter, 7th verse. Making good decisions and the training next week. Thank you very much for your patient audience. If I have spoken anything wrong, excuse me as your servant. Hare Krishna. I'm ending.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna.